There's something you should know about me. I check out all the GPUs, even the old ones. Yes, that's right.
I think that's kind of cool.
And then I test them in Fortnite.
Hey guys, Robert Fixit here with another super exciting video. Actually, no. This is just an introduction. I had an idea. So I wanted to start another series. So we have the PC flipping series and we have budget builds. And I used to review GPUs last year, but I don't have any more to review and I can't buy a bunch like other people. But I had an idea, so this is what I'm thinking, and I want your feedback to tell me if this would be a good idea or not. I've been watching some videos about older GPUs where, you know who I'm talking about, those guys, they get an old GPU and they put it in their $2,000 computer and then they run Fortnite at 20 FPS and they laugh a lot. And that's, to me, that's not fun. I don't know why someone would put a $20 GPU in a $2,000 computer with the Ryzen whatever 7 or Intel 12th gen, 13th gen, just to review a $20 GPU. That's not reality. What I want to do is real, actual reviews of what a GPU, an older GPU, would perform like just in Fortnite only, and see what it takes to get it to run at, say, 30 FPS, 60 FPS, whatever. And the reason for that is I want to make a list. So let's say you're looking for a GPU for your old computer, typically an Optiplex or whatever, and you're looking up GPUs, this, that, and the other. And then you find one, and then you look up the video for that one, and then you see it, and you buy it or not, or whatever. But it's all scattered all over the place. There's no, as far as I know, there's no list or current list of older GPUs and how they perform on a scale. So, for example, GTX 960 versus 750 Ti versus GTX 780. There used to be a list, I think, a long time ago online somewhere. I've seen one before, but it's old. And then when you look up, let's say you were going to buy a GTX 780 for $30. So you go on YouTube and you type in GTX 780 Fortnite. And then you find the same guy running it on his 12th gen Intel. That's not how it's going to be on your computer, because you're also going to be using a $30, $40 computer. So I want to make it more realistic. So I have, normally I only use 3rd or 4th gen Intels, 6th gen if I'm lucky, and then I have my Xeon builds. So what I want to do is take one of those computers and just use that to test all the old GPUs all the way up to the 1060 max, like 1050 and below. On the AMD side, RX 480 and below, and go all the way down the list to the point where you get to the minimum GPU possible for Fortnite that's playable. Also, so that's number one, I want to make a list and then have a spreadsheet you can click on in the videos and you can just see them all. So it's just going to be GPU, estimated cost, performance at 30, performance at 60, performance at 120 if it goes that far. Maybe some of the old ones have to be 720 and not 1080. And you just go up and down the list, and it's real convenient and fast. So that's the thing that I want, is the list. I want to try all the old ones. And the other thing is, I don't know what the lowest GPU is that you can run on Fortnite. I've tried to find this before, Because when you look on Fortnite, the minimum specs it says is integrated graphics Intel. It doesn't say like GTX whatever GPU is the bottom one. So I kind of want to find the bottom one and then go increasingly higher. Maybe maybe you guys know. You could tell me what the lowest GPU is. And I think it'll be fun. And the issue that I have, though, is I don't want to make a video about every single GPU because that's going to be annoying. If, for example, I have 10 GPUs right now, old ones, and if I made a video about every one, you're just going to get blown up with notifications. And I don't think anybody wants to really watch every single GPU video. So here's my idea. There's two options or ways that I could do this. Number one is I could just make each video a short. So it's literally just a minute of showing the GPU, the cost of it, and the performance at whatever settings, and maybe a minute or so of gameplay, and that's it. So there's no actual video with the introduction and all that stuff, right? I think that would be better to not clog up the channel. Or I could put, let's say, 3 cards in one video. So it'd be like round 1 would be, let's say what I have, 750 Ti versus GTX 460 versus some old AMD card. And you condense everything into one video, so it's not one whole video per card. I would say at least 3 per video, something like that. So let me know what you think would be better, shorts or grouped videos. And so, yeah, I have 10 cards or so right now. So it'd be easy just to try one and then try one and then try one. I'm not going to do any benchmarking. I'm not going to do any overclocking. Just simply, this is the card. This is the settings in Fortnite. This is the frames per second. And this is how much this card should cost you. And that's it. We're done. Quick video. And then on to the next one. And I think that'll work out. And then we'll have a link to a spreadsheet with all the cards. I'm going to do all the cards that I have. Once that's done, then we'll go start looking for other cards that are missing from the list. Once it's on the list and been tested, I won't do any more on that card. And it'll be like kind of a hunt of, to find cards. Maybe some people will let me borrow cards too that I don't have, just so I can put them in the list. And then we might even throw in the spreadsheet if we can make some sort of calculation as far as the cost versus performance. I'm not sure how you calculate that exactly. But also going to use locked frame rate. So it's just going to be 30, 60, 120. Because I think 60 frames per second, for example, in performance mode, is probably ideal for this type of price range of $30 to $40. You're not going to get 120 normally. We're not going to do a bunch of videos about the RX 580 and the 1060 and all that because they've been done so many times. It's just not interesting anymore. So we're going to go way to the swing to the low end of GPUs. The oldest one I have is I have some ATI Radeon cards, and I don't even know if those will run Fortnite at all. And then the oldest Nvidia that I have is, I had a 550 Ti, but I got rid of that one. So probably maybe a 285 if I still have it. If not, then 460 is going to be the lowest that I have for Nvidia. But I always get them because every time I buy an old gaming system, it always has some low-end GPU in it. So that's the idea. And the first candidate is the GTX 650 that I have that's in the box, 2 GB. I did test it already. it actually worked pretty good. Even though the resolution looked like, you know, Super Nintendo, it was totally playable. I played it for like 20 minutes and I kind of forgot that it was in that resolution because I would just, you know, you get used to it. And I'm not used to playing Fortnite with quality anyway. So, yeah, we're going to do that video. That'll be like the test video. And then that'll be just the kind of the starting point, 650. And then we'll do 650 1 gigabyte. So that's 2 versus 1. And then maybe the 750 Ti with it. So that's 3. And then we'll go from there. So that's the plan. Let me know what you think. If you have a better idea, let me know. And we'll get the series off to a start. We'll see you soon.